We are live now, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Fury TV. Can we call it Fury TV, John?
You know what, Brian? The game hasn't even started, and you and I have already won. Blake Harriman's 4 feet to my left. He just won the 50-50, the proud owner of 65 new fresh dollars, of which 25 was going to go to the next home game, fan of the game.
If I divide that by $8,
that's 3 beer.
That's a lot of beer.
Yeah.
That's a brewery owner's math.
I'm not sure if he's waving us away or waving hello to us right now, Ryan.
I've got my shoes on, but I think 8 times 7 is 56 and $4 for a tip. That's 7 beers. So that's 2 rounds for us and 1 for some lucky fans.
Yeah, absolutely.
So the U13AAA Fury are going to do battle here at the Byron Dobson Arena against the undefeated CFHA Central Storm from Fredericton. Face off here. Harriman and Avery Cormier do battle. Puck's down in the corner. Nelson there for the Storm. She's under pressure from Eve Landry. Landry grabs it. She gets it up all towards Cormier. Held in at the blue line. Off a skate in front. Nice save there by Eloise Perrault in net for the Fury this morning. Battle over there in the corner. Knight is in there along with Kavanaugh. Knight and Kavanaugh. Puck gets fired behind the Fury net. Avery Cormier is going to chase that one. Cormier. She pushes up the wall. Gets that to Harriman. Harriman's gone with a head of speed now. She's got Kavanaugh, nice fires it across to Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh back to Harriman. Scores! 1-0 for your CFHA Fury on a nice 3-way passing play.
Great start for the Fury and great start for the Harriman family. 50-50 winners and a goal in the first shift of the game.
I may buy a lotto ticket on the way home.
Yeah, you should.
Great first shift there by the girls. So now, Coach Ferrand's juggling the Coach Nelson's juggling the lines here. We got Alexa Ferrand, Elise Bourgeois, and Kate Nelson out here together now. Draw one by Ferrand, back to Lacasse. Off the wall, just out of the reach of Carly Van Horn. Picked up by the Fredericton D, who's going to spin back there. They work it up the wing. And Fredericton comes out now, 3 wide. Broken up there in the middle. Kaylee Barr trying to pick up that pass. Puck gets back to the Fredericton D. Van Horn goes D to her partner. They go up the middle to Barr. Forced back in the zone by Nelson. Barr's going to try to come up wide. Cut off there in the wing by Bourgeois. Now Ryan DeMille grabs the puck. She shoots it into the Fredericton zone. Puck's down in the corner. Bourgeois in on the forecheck with Ferrand. Ferrand tries to hold the line and does. That's grabbed there by the captain Barr. Broken up nicely by Sam Boyard. Here goes Bourgeois now on the wall. Bourgeois is tied up by the Fredericton player, but the puck comes to Nelson. Nelson grabs that puck. She works it into the Fredericton zone. Nelson grabs that puck. She's knocked over. Fredericton winger tries to clear the zone. That's going to be held in there by Atkinson down in the corner. Now Padrona is on the forecheck with Ev Bork. Fredericton trying to come up the left wing side. 2 Fury break that up. Bork comes out with it. She's got the puck up in the air, gets it to Padronas. Squirts behind the net. Now Padronas spins around. She steps out. She's going to work that in front slot. Broken up nicely there by Barr down low. Here comes Barr. She works up the wing. Broken up by Atkinson. That was Kennedy trying to get a handle on that. And the Fredericton team shoots it down off the boards, off the post, almost in the net. Padronas does a couple of pirouettes, comes up with the puck. She's got a bit of time. She sees Ed Bork on the wall. Here's Lara Walsh out for her first shift of the game. She's in on the forecheck. Bork and Walsh now. They put some pressure on. Puck comes up the wall here. Held in nicely by Eve Landry. Landry shoots it towards the net. Picked up by Walsh. Puck broken up there by the Fredericton player. Now Landry's going to fire that back in. Just wide of the net. Fury forced to tag up. We're just offside here in this play. Fury's still going to tag up. Here we go. Fredericton steps out of the zone. They chip it. That's going to be Sophie Knight with the puck. Knight works up the wall to Walsh. There goes Walsh into the Fredericton zone. She's got a head of steam. Nice job by Walsh to win that battle. She tries to find Cormier in front. She was all tied up. Now Cormier chips it down deep. You got Walsh and Harriman on the forecheck. Harriman's over in the corner. She's going to tie up the Fredericton winger, but the puck squirts towards the blue line. There, holds that in. Nice job by Sophie Knight in the blue line. There goes Eve Landry. She is hit from behind, and Harriman's out with the puck. She gets spun around there by Kaylee Barr. Nice job by Madison Kavanaugh. She knocks Barr to the ice, and we go D to D, and we're out of the zone. Nice pass there to Kavanaugh. She chips it towards number 4, Hannah, I believe that is, for the CFHA Storm. Hannah. She comes up the wall towards Gill. Gill with it now. That's broken up there by the back-checking Harriman. Here comes Cormier. She fires it to the middle towards Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh's in there. Puck spurts away from Lenny Kimball. Now it's picked up by Anna Lacasse for the Fury. There's a race for it here at center ice, won by Barr. Barr sends it down into the Fury zone. DeMille picks that up. There goes DeMille. She goes rink wide to Kate Nelson. Great play. Broken up by Barr. Now broken up again here. Alexa Ferrand almost away. There goes Kate Nelson. Nelson spinorama. Center ice. That comes back to DeMille. DeMille fires that up the wall into the Fredericton zone. Barr picks that up. She's under a bit of pressure, and she looks for and finds number 2. I believe that's Kimball for the Storm. Bourgeois steals that back. Here goes Elise Bourgeois. She's in. Here. She shoots. Ooh, Fredericton goalie's going to glove that. End-to-end action. Not many whistles. 10:47 to go, first period. We didn't mention Eloise Perreault gets the call in the nets today for our CFHA Fury. Fury come into the game. I believe our record is now 3-4-1 or 4-4-1. 4-4-1 with the win last night. So we're a 500 hockey team.
Monty Frisco getting the break after the game last night. Plus, I think she's filling up on birthday cake today.
Oh, it's Zara's birthday today. Do you want to sing happy birthday later, John?
I can certainly do that if people at home are foolish enough to request that.
Yeah, we'd request you turn the audio off for that portion of the broadcast.
Yeah, I'll do it during the intermission. Oh, my goodness.
We got a melee, you might say, over there on the wall. Puck is there. You get 2 Storm and 2 Fury players doing battle. Referee happy to let them go at it. Atkinson is there with Ferrand with a bit of help from Walsh. There we go. Fury come out with it. That's Bourgeois. She steps around the first player. She's got a head of speed. She's got a bit of time. She's going to shoot that towards the net. Broken up by Carly Van Horn. Van Horn sends that up the wall. Padronas is there to intercept. She comes down low. She fires it on the net. Nice save there by the goalie from the CFHA Storm. Puck comes to the wall. There you go, rink wide. That's Kennedy with it now for Fredericton. She steps over the blue line. That's intercepted by Padronas. Padronas turns it up ice. She is ahead of steam. She gains the blue line. She goes wide. She fires it towards the slot. She gets that to Ev Bork. Bork shoots. Great save. Bork in the rebound. Scores! Oh, that was in the net.
That looked so close.
We need video replay on this league. I'd like to file that protest on behalf of Coach Nelson right now. That was in the net, John.
I think it was, actually. Underneath the bar for sure.
All right, let's try again, girls. Oh, wow. Williams levels Bork. So Coach Nelson put the lines in a blender today. And we've got...
we're just talking about, Steve McLaughlin's, well, we call him an idiot savant. He is an extremely intelligent man in the accounting world. But apparently, hockey IQ-wise, it's addition by subtraction today. So Steve will get that with his accounting capabilities. But,
are you calling Coach McLaughlin the coach of the game by absence today? Is that?
I hope he's listening, so yes.
He has been. I give out a very sarcastic coach of the practice every practice, and I let the coaches know who I felt did the best job demonstrating and working with the girls on the ice. And Steve has been winning that all season long. Yeah,
poor Steve. He and I suffer from the same ailment. We're both Leaf fans. And he had his family to Chicago to see Bedard and the Leafs yesterday. And, Bedard performed, and the Blackhawks won 3-2.
Yeah, we got a heated exchange going on the bench here between Coach Nelson and the linesman.
I think he wants to check in from behind.
Yeah, that was a heavy hit. Coach Nelson is nodding yes. The referee is nodding no. There doesn't appear to be any alignment there, but it all appears pretty civil.
I have yet to see a coach win in that argument, Brian. So I'm guessing they're putting 2, just 2 up.
Face-off won there by the Fury, but it squirted into the corner. Now it's up to the blue line. Landry's down low. Puck gets by Ev Bork. Bork now under pressure from Barr. Bork maintains control. She comes the other way. She has Lara Walsh in the middle. She gains the zone. She cuts towards the middle. Nice job by Ev Bork. Picked up by Lara Walsh. Lara circles now, gives that to Alexis Padronas. Padronas goes rink wide for Sophie. That's broken up by Kaylee Barr. She's flying down the ice in pursuit of that puck. Kaylee Barr and Landry, teammates from Team NB this past summer. And then the Atlantic Challenge Cup team. Barr content to lay on it, and the referee's finally going to go blow it down. You might argue that was delay of game.
Yeah, you got to at least make an attempt, right?
Yeah, you do have to make an attempt. So, Fury are going to send fresh troops over the wall. Face-off will be to the right of Eloise Perreault. No, they're going to bring it outside at least. That's good news. We're at the offside dot outside the Fury zone. Harriman, Cormier, and Kavanaugh with Laundrie and Knight on the blue line. Face off one there by Fredericton on a tight battle. They fired in the zone. That goes off Harriman. Back to Landry. Landry goes D to D to Knight. Knight looks for Harriman just out of her reach. Goes all the way back to the Fredericton D. Hannay for Fredericton sends that up the ice off of Laundry's skates, and she's at a foot race to the corner. Laundry gets there first, works up the wall to Harriman. She has a bit of time and space. She's going to skate. She fires that puck in front for Avery Cormier. Blocked by Madison Cavanaugh as Hannay tried to fire that down the ice. Here we go through the crease. Forecheck held in there by Landry, showing off her soccer skills. And it still squirts out. Now Knight is back into the Fury zone. She's going to grab the puck and turn it up the boards. Now we got some time and space. Come on, Avery Cormier, almost. Cut off there by number 22 for the Fredericton, Leah Kennedy, who was flying. Puck gets back to the blue line. That's Hannay again. She fires it back into the Fury zone. We got a game of ping pong going here in this power play. Now Knight with it. Puck squirts away from her under some pressure. Almost gets to Elise Bourgeois. Now off Harriman's skates. Now goes to number 16 from Fredericton. She shoots. Perot waves at that one as it sails over the net. Puck comes up the wall to Kate Nelson. Nelson fires it nicely to Elise Bourgeois. Bourgeois goes one-on-one. She goes wide, shoots. And, hard shot, rebound. Bounces away from Kate Nelson. Here comes Ferrand.
Back to 5-on-5 here, Brian.
5-on-5. We often say, John, a penalty kill sometimes this level is better than a power play. The puck goes deep into the corner. And Bourgeois is giving Barr the business, and Barr knocks her to the ice here behind the play. Nelson comes up with the puck behind the net. She feeds it up front to Ferrand. Scores!
Nice.
There we go.
Lovely backhand shot there by Ferrand.
Nice play from behind the net by Kate Nelson. Alexa Ferrand is wide open in front of the net. You don't want to leave her alone there very often.
Fury jump out to exciting 2-0 lead here, Brian, with 7 minutes to play in the first period.
So the CFHA Storm had a barn burner last night. They played the Fundy Kraken in Nakawik. Game ended last night about 8:30 in Nakawik. Had to get up this morning to make their way over here. So
home of the world's biggest axe.
Maybe a case of the bus legs here for the CFHA Storm, who are undefeated this season.
Unlike Miramichi, where they argue that it's home for the biggest axe.
Here we go. CFHA Storm attempt to break out and do. Here comes Kaylee Barr. She's in on DeMille. She cuts the right, goes to shoot. She's held down by the cast. No call. Referee kind of letting them play here this morning. I could say both ways. Battle behind the Fury net. DeMille is in there. She's getting some help from Padrones and now Bork. They poke the puck out. Padrones steps away with it. She tries to go wide. That's broken up there by Lenny Kimball. Now Lacasse comes up with the Fury. She sends it to center ice to Bork. Bork chips it down into the corner. Barr's back there to retrieve that puck. We got Bork and Walsh in on the forecheck. Don't want to give Barr too much room. There we go. Broken up by Padrones. Back into the corner. That's Van Horn back there for them. They go D to D. Here comes Fredericton up the left wing side. Broken up by Padrones. Puck squirts in the middle towards Walsh. Barr pokes that away. Here comes the puck back up the wall again over to Lara Walsh. Walsh attempts to sidestep Barr. Not quite. Puck squirts away down low. Here we go. Puck works the way up the wall. Walsh is there to break that up with some help from Atkinson. That's Avery Cormier one more time there. Here comes number 16 for Fredericton. She steps around one Fury player but has that poked away by Cormier. Atkinson gets it up the wall to Cavanaugh now. Cavanaugh, she's inside the zone, broken up. 14 for Fredericton, attempts to come up the wall. Puck squirts wide, Avery Cormier. She fires it in right on net. The Fredericton goalie's going to have to cover that.
Nothing wrong with that. I see Harriman in with a little bit of a snow job there. One of my favorite G.I. Joe characters was Snow Job.
Well, you know, before every game, her mom has an expression that she says to Emily, which is crush some skulls. And it's that Cape Breton grit that comes out. Little snow job there after the whistle.
Oh, thank goodness she's not repeating what her mother says to you before the games.
My last, whatever it's been, 7 or 8 years as a coach, Penny has said to me before every game, Brian, suck less today. So now Knight up with the puck in the corner. Puck goes down behind the Fury net, off the side of the net. Laundry is there to recover that for the Fury. It's stolen back by Fredericton. They work it side to side beside the net. They try and get in front. Nice job, Avery Cormier, to tie up number 15 there from Fredericton. Puck is in a battle. Ev Laundry should come out with it and does, but works it to Hannay. Hannay holds the line. She shoots it down low. Puck squirts right back in front again. A couple of bad bounces there off the end wall. Now Laundry's away with it. She has a big head of steam. She can really fly.
Oh, she's made the away. Move. Oh,
got tripped up there by Richardson. She's down in the corner. Kavanaugh's on the forecheck. That's Bourgeois now. Bourgeois went in the forecheck. Here comes a 3-on-0.
Oh, goodness gracious.
2-on-1-0. Kate Hannay fires, shoots.
Hey!
Not today. Cool as a cucumber. Hannay with the head of speed. Tries to go top shelf.
Yeah,
Pro flashes the leather, says not today. Not today.
3 Fredericton across the red line.
Yeah. Yeah. So face-off will be to the left of Perot. Ferrand is out there for the face-off against Barra. Won by Barra, back to the blue line. Fredericton player shoots from the blue line, tipped in front, squirts wide. 2 Fredericton players get there first. Back to Bagnall. Bagnall shoots. That's tipped in front, bounces. That's going to end up. Oh, what a save by Perot.
I thought that was in, Brian.
I was about to say that's going to end up in the net, but it didn't.
I don't know how she stopped that.
Oh, great saves. A couple of really good shots there and a couple of really good saves by Eloise Perot. Now, Fury do battle in the corner here in her own zone. Lacasse is going to try to fish that out and does. She steps behind the net. She's under some pressure. She gets that up the wall towards Nelson. Broken up by the Fredericton D, but Nelson pushes that through to Ferrand. There goes Ferrand, 1-on-1. Ferrand steps wide. She shoots. Nice save by the Fredericton goalie. Puck comes up the wall now to Williams. Williams feeds that out to Barr. Here comes Barr for the CFHA Storm. Barr to the middle. Broken up by back-checking Ferrand. Now, Sam Boyard's going to do battle here at center ice. Puck gets to Perot. Perot chips it. Here goes Padrones. Padrones and Walsh are into the offensive zone. Battle with Carly Van Horn. Van Horn takes down Padrones in the corner. Lara Walsh goes across ice here on the forecheck. Here comes number 15. That's broken up nicely there by Ev Bork. Nice aggressive forecheck there. But Fredericton steals it back, and they're going to skate that out of the zone. That is Nelson for the Fury, for the Storm. She can really skate. Nelson fires it in front. Shot, save, rebound. I believe that was tipped in off the skate of one of our players, John.
Might have hit a skate of one of our defensemen.
Ava Nelson came flying down the ice for Fredericton. I played men's league hockey with her dad, Adam, in Fredericton for 5 years. And he was a wizard with the puck and could really fly. And looks like those genetics have been passed along.
Is he on their bench, one of their coaching staff, or?
He is not. So Fury are going to regroup here. 2:51 in the first period to go. The Harriman line, Cormier and Kavanaugh out here. Knight and Landry. Knight under some pressure. That gets stopped up and pushed into the corner. Landry picks that up. She's going to work it up the wall. She's under the forecheck pressure there from number 16 from Fredericton. It's all Fredericton the last 2 or 3 shifts here. Puck is bouncing around our net big time. So, a great save there by Eloise Perot. Really nice point-blank save. Here goes Avery Cormier. Cormier with it now. She's grinding away at the corner. That gets the blue line. That's held in there by Raina Hamilton. Puck's down into the corner. Kavanaugh goes to get that one. Now puck goes to Landry behind the Fury net. She's got a bit of time. She's going to send that towards Avery Cormier. Cormier corrals that puck. Sends it up the middle to Harriman into her skates. But Cormier comes up with a 3-on-2. Here we go again. Cormier gets it to Harriman. That's broken up by Van Horn. Cormier is going to feed this back to Landry, who's going to get a shot off the blue line. Oh, hits a shin pad in front. Now, Fredericton comes the other way. That's Kimball with it. She tries to fire the puck out. Broken up by Cormier. Cormier's got a bit of time and space. She fires that into the zone. Harriman's in the forecheck. Hannay fires it up the wing now. Here comes Gill for the Storm. 1-on-3. Landry's going to keep her to the outside. Bourgeois there to support. Puck goes behind the Fury net. We're in a battle there. Fredericton forechecker steals that puck. Fires it point blank on net. Eloise again with a big save. So not sure what Eloise had for breakfast this morning, but that should be her pregame meal every day.
30, Brian, here left to play.
What's that?
Minute and 30 left to play here, first period.
Yeah, face off back in the Fury zone to the left of Eloise Perot, who's been rock solid here this morning. Nelson's in there against Ferrand on the face-off. Face-off, one in the corner.
Oh!
One in the corner.
My goodness gracious.
Forechecking Storm player grabbed that puck, sent it right in front, and it was a point-blank opportunity there. Nelson now with the puck inside the zone. She chips it off the wall. That's broken up by the Storm player, DeMille. DeMille tries to fire it in the zone. That's off a shin pad. Now Lacasse.
Better beat.
Fredericton player, nice job by Lacasse. Fredericton player had a partial breakaway, and Anna Lacasse caught up and shut her down. Now, here goes Alexa Ferrand. Ferrand, she's in 1-on-1. She goes wide. She has a bit of time and space. Cuts the front of the net. Shoots. Scores!
Oh my goodness, lovely goal there by Farrell.
So Ferran, that's 4 goals in 2 games for her.
It's on fire.
I think the Fredericton goalie might want that one back.
Short side, yeah, that's...
But really nice burst of speed. Fredericton D kept her semi to the outside. She was able to rip it home.
She got just enough of an opening and she buried it. I'll take a 3-1 lead into the second period, Brian.
100%. Padrones will take the face-off here now. At center, she's got Bork with her and Walsh. Walsh gets that puck into the Fredericton zone. Fredericton player attempts to clear, held in there by Walsh. Walsh tries to send that to the middle, broken up on the wall. Padrones now. She fires it towards the front. Ed Bork is there. Lara Walsh is there. Oh! Puck squirts wide of the Fredericton net. Great forecheck there again by Padrones. She fires it to the front of the net. Here comes Fredericton out of the zone. Broken up nicely by the back-checking Padrones. Padrones. She goes back to
nice
Sam Boyard. Boyard up towards Bork. Bounces away from her. Back to Bagnall. Bagnall sends that up the ice. That's out of the reach of everybody. That looks like it might be icing. No icing. Again, I got to stop making those icing calls.
I think Atkinson was just too fast.
Yeah, here goes Padrones. 12 seconds to go on the clock. 1-on-2. She steps wide. She's around number 6. She's got a little bit of space, not much. She shoots off the side of the net. 4 seconds to go here. Second period, puck's in front. She better turn and shoot. We're going to be out of time. We are out of time, but happily out of time. 3-1 first period for your Fredericton or your CFHA Fury against the CFHA Storm. Well,
yeah, it's great to see us start off so strong here against Fredericton. A very strong team here at Fredericton.
That's one of our best first periods of the year, and I think big credit to Eloise Perreault for some real nice saves to make sure it's still 3-1, and full credit to the rest of the team because we're moving the puck pretty well and we're skating really well.
Yeah, your key right there, Brian, is our puck movement. We're making those passes and we're transitioning from defensive zone to offensive zone with 2 passes, and that is so crucial. It's simple hockey, but it's so effective, and the girls are really listening well and doing that right now. So,
well, hockey, is not a game. You don't need to be a rocket scientist to play hockey, right? But if you can keep the game simple, move the puck, play as a team, be hard to play against, you have more success than not.
And the quickest way to transition from zone to zone with the puck, Brian, skate it or pass it. You got to pass it.
That old demonstration that I'm sure you've done with the kids at U9 and U11 where you stand on the goal line with a puck and you say, right, let's see who can outrace the puck to the far end of the ice. And you shoot the puck down the ice and clearly no one can skate as fast as a puck.
Yeah, you let them get to least to the blue line before you shoot it.
Not even Connor McDavid can skate faster than a puck. So we'll get ready for a puck drop here. Again, the line of Harriman, Cormier, and Kavanaugh to start. Perreault heads to the other end of the ice. On the blue line, Sophie Knight and Eve Landry. CFHA Storm have regrouped. They get ready to step in here. So on the Fredericton side, Kaylee Barr is going to be there on the face-off. Fredericton short a player. So you got Barr, Williams, and now Leah Kennedy coming out here for the face-off. Harriman wins that draw to the wall. Kavanaugh gives chase. Van Horn's there. She chips it down into the Fury zone. Eve Landry forced to retreat. She's under some pressure here in the forecheck. She's going to reverse. Puck squirts away from her into the corner. Landry's there with Cormier for the Fury. Puck comes halfway up the wall, gets to Cormier. Broken up by the Fredericton player. They come 2-on-1 the other way. Fredericton back door. One-timer in the net. Just a broken play, and Fredericton got to go the other way 2-on-1, and not a lot of chance there on a backdoor one-timer, 2-on-0. So hockey is a game of inches. A couple of bounces either way there, the puck would have been out of the zone, but instead it's in the back of the net. And they always say 2-goal lead is the worst lead in hockey.
Not as good as a 3-goal lead, Ryan. Brian,
No, that's just it. So Alexa Ferran's line here. Ferran, Bork, and Nelson. DeMille and Lacasse on the blue line. Fredericton switches things up. And here we go again. Face off to the wall. Kaylee Barr comes out with it. She steps into the zone. She works it to the front of the net. That is broken up by DeMille as they had number 16 from Fredericton crashing in on the net. There goes Ferran. Ferran now She's got two people with her, but she is held up by the back-checking Nelson. DeMille down low. She's going to pick that puck up. She goes behind the Fury net. DeMille has a look off the glass, just off the back of Kate Nelson.
Goes off her ponytail.
Yeah, it's still there. Lacasse is going to try the other side. No, she's going to stop up, work it back to Nelson. Here goes Nelson with it. Nelson. Oh, she sends it out, but blocked off a shin pad.
Uh-oh.
Here we go. Nelson again. Nelson up the wall. This time she gets it out the wall. Brown grabs it. She's got Elise was there. Oh, nice job by the Fredericton D to stand tall at their own blue line. Bourgeois now steps around the first player, steps around the second player, goes into her skates. Oh, that one went into the bench as Nelson went for a change. Lucky that wasn't too many men. Face-off will be down here to the left of the Fredericton goaltender. Walsh, Bork, and Padrones out here now. Little AC/DC in the background, trying to fire the crowd up here. Went a little quiet after that last Fredericton goal.
Decent crowd here today, Brian, for this game.
Really is. Puck hits the Knight on the blue line. She sends it down low. Excuse me, that's not Knight, that's Boyard. Boyard's there on the blue line. Boyard holds the line nicely. Ev Bork's there with it. She's fighting for the puck. He gets to Padrones. Padrones gets it to Walsh. Walsh under some pressure there by Hannah. Kate Hannah and Walsh do battle. Fredericton comes out with it. Here comes Kennedy for Fredericton. She's away to the races, 3-on-1. You have Boyard out front. They feed that puck, and thankfully that was behind number 18 from Fredericton, because she was all alone. Now Fury going to send that puck down the ice. Hannah's back there for Fredericton. She goes behind the net. Here comes Hannah. She winds it up. Puck is broken up by Alexis Padrones. Alexis grabs that puck. She's got Walsh in front. She also has Bork. She gets it to Bork. Bork shoots. Blocked in front. Here comes the rebound from Boyard. Boyard with the slap shot. Blocked in front there by Hannah. There goes Padrones again. Padrones sends that back to the blue line. Boyard's got a bit of time. She's going to aim, fire. Gets in front to Lara Walsh, who was in a battle in front, and the Fredericton player comes back with it. Here comes the Storm player over the Fury blue line, Gill. Atkinson pokes that away from Gill up the wall to Walsh. Here comes Walsh coming the other way. Gets caught up in the snow there. She gets that off the wall. She's going to step off the wall, make a nice pass to Padrones, who's got some time and space. Nelson flying here in the back check, puts some pressure under her. Alexis fires that towards the D. Bagnall, who stops that pass. Bagnall comes up with it for Fredericton. She comes up the wall. Fresh troops here coming over the boards for the Fury. That's Madison Cavanaugh. Breaks up that play nicely at center ice. Cavanaugh, she's trying to get it out of the zone and does. She sends that puck out. Here's Harriman's in a foot race. She comes up with it. Harriman fires that puck towards the net. She's got Cormier over there. Cormier right in front.
Ooh.
Right through the crease, just away from Cavanaugh and Harriman. Knight now is going to hold the line for the Fury. Down into the corner. Cormier is there. She forces the Fredericton D to reverse. They work it up the wall to Kimball. Kimball goes rink wide. Here comes the Fredericton player, number 10. She steps over the line, chips in the corner. Knight's back there for the Fury. Knight's going to send that puck. Oh, that's broken up by the Fredericton player.
Oh,
wow.
Goodness.
Kimball
save. Holy.
Kimball fed Kennedy point blank in the slot, and Eloise Perreault had to be sharp there to keep this a 3-2 game. Have you noticed all the goals on both sides today have been from behind the net to an open player in front of the net?
Open, yeah.
Who have banged it in the net.
It's like play NHL 93. Good.
Yeah. Perreault, she's in the battle, won by the Storm.
Oh, there we go.
There goes Bourgeois. Bourgeois, she's away to the races. Back-checking Barr is there. Bourgeois sends it across ice to Nelson just out of her reach. Nelson tries to get it in front to Ferrand, broken up by the Fredericton player Kennedy. Here they come. Fredericton player gets it over to number 16 for Fredericton. She has a step. She steps in. She shoots. Great save by Eloise Perreault.
Get out of there, girls.
Rebound is there. Where is it? It's in the skates of Kennedy. Stopped by Kaylee Barr, and another save by Perreault. This song would not be on any playlist at my house, in my car, anywhere.
I don't know this song.
I want to say Kanye West, but maybe not.
Yeah, so it wouldn't be on my playlist either.
Players must like it. Padrones in the face-off. She wins the draw against Kennedy. There's a battle in the slot for that puck. Walsh chips it away. She chips it away again. She gets upended, but gets back on her feet and pushes that puck towards Bork. Bork almost steals it to go for breakaway. Now Atkinson's going to grab that puck. Here comes Atkinson. Atkinson steps into the Storm zone. It's down in the corner against Van Horn. She chips it away from Van Horn. Bork's in the forecheck. Boyard holds the line. Nice job by Bork and Boyard on the forecheck. Now Padrones is going to take a turn. She gets in, gets a stick on that. It bounces up past Kaylee Barr to Atkinson at the blue line. She shoots. Blocked in front by Van Horn. Now blocked by Walsh from the way out. Atkinson should hold the zone here and does. Under some pressure from Barr. Barr throws a big body check there.
Yeah.
Puck comes all the way back to Boyard. Back up the wall to Atkinson. She's gone again. Here goes Atkinson. Back checking Barr. Lifts her stick. And the puck comes all the way down the ice. Into the zone. Boyard now. Boyard. She's on the wall doing battle with Nelson. Barr is there too. Free Fury in there trying to keep the puck out of their zone. Barr's on the backside. She steals it. Comes in. Shoots. Nice save by Elise Perreault, who's going to smartly cover that up as Gill was there for the rebound. Gill gives a little extra shot after the whistle. A little bit of that Fredericton grease in their play out there.
You know, I was noticing there, actually a couple of their girls are doing a lot of stick work, Brian, like a little slashes just to the back of the shins, I guess. Just little taps that are unnecessary, in my opinion.
Well, we always tell Emily, if you're going to slash someone, slash her somewhere it's not going to make a noise.
Right, well.
No point in telling the whole world you're doing it. Here goes Harriman now in the forecheck. She pokes that up to Cormier. Poked away from her again by the Fredericton defender, and they come back the other way. 1-on-3. That's Nelson going to the outside on Landry. She's got support from Harriman. Harriman picks up the puck, sends it around the wall. Madison Cavanaugh is there. Madison Cavanaugh takes her player down. Now Knight pokes it forward. Held in at the line by Hannah. Nelson with it now. She shoots on the net. Big stop there. So, this is a pretty good heavyweight match here.
Yeah, back and forth, big time.
I find our team plays up to the level of their competition. You play a better team, we show up harder. We play a less good team, we maybe are a little more relaxed than we could be.
That's probably based on the age group, to be honest with you. Really, you're looking for a team identity, but these are 11 turning 12 and 12 turning 13-year-old kids, but you'd love to see a little bit more consistency with the effort. But it is what it is.
Just it. Puck comes back to Lacasse. She fires
nice
it wide
pass
to Nelson.
there, actually.
3-on-2 going the other way here for the Fury. Nelson fires that to the middle. Nice pass to Ferrand.
She's around.
Gets around her. Backhand again. Stopped there by Underwood. Here comes Kimball for the Storm. She steps around one player. She gets to the middle. She's under pressure now from Ferrand and Bourgeois. She sends it into the Fury zone to Lacasse. Lacasse goes wide to Nelson. Nice look there. Squirts off her stick back to the Fredericton D.
Looking. That's
a
great.
Really nice rink-wide pass there. Here goes Lacasse up the wall. Kennedy comes up with it for Fredericton, but Nelson shuts her down. Sends it back up the wall to Hannah.
It's a penalty here, slashing.
I believe the penalty is going to go to Fredericton for a little behind-the-play slash against Kimball.
There you go. Some of that stick work is coming back to haunt them.
Yeah, well, I know Coach Van Horn from Fredericton teaches the girls to do stuff after behind the play, and she's a bit of a doctor of the dark arts, as you might say, with a hockey stick. So the Fredericton girls are learning from one of the best on how to, take that extra shot when no one's looking.
Well, you know what? If you're going to learn to do that, you may as well learn from the best.
100%. That's what happens when you come from Stanley. There's that kind of behavior there, right?
Yeah.
So, Storm clear the zone. Goes back out here to Sam Boyard at center. She feeds it to Nelson and chips it towards the middle, broken up by Barr.
Uh-oh.
Barr steps around Atkinson. She comes towards the net.
Ooh.
Nice move by Barr. Scores. Kaylee Barr, individual effort all the way from the offensive blue line. Once again, the penalty kill more valuable in the power play at this age group.
Yeah, you know what, Brian? I think I'd rather be shorthanded than on the power play.
Yeah, seems to be.
Yeah, honestly. And that's not trying to be sarcastic. It just seems
that's
we get a power play, we slow down, we stop moving our feet. On the penalty kill, we're skating, working hard, and we actually have more scoring opportunities shorthanded than we do on the power play.
We haven't scored a power play goal in the last 2 games. We've given up 2 shorties in the last 2. So
there you go.
Here comes Barr again with it.
Moving, right? So
Boyard breaks that up. Here comes Bork now. Bork grabs it. She's under pressure from Barr. Barr's there, broken up at the blue line. Towards Bork. It's in Walsh's skate. She steps away, gets a hold of it, shoots down low. Ooh, squirts by the Fredericton goalie. Bork now. She sends it up the wall to Boyard. Boyard. She sends it back down the wall to Bork. Bork looking for someone in the slot, broken up by Barr. Barr steps around the net. She's going to fire that off the ice, but Hera Walsh is there to shut that down. Walsh and Padrones are trying to get this puck free. Padrones does come out with it. Now Walsh has it. Walsh has a bit of time and space. She feeds it back to Atkinson. Atkinson down low in the corner to Padrones. Padrones now. Padrones under pressure from Hannah. Now Barr grabs it. She's going to attempt to clear zone, but Atkinson holds it strong. It's back down low. Bork on the forecheck now. Fredericton player, Bork and Padrones are there. Puck is in Padrones' skates. Here we go, Boyar down in the corner on the forecheck. Fury going to change up some players here. Harriman comes over the boards. Now we got Boyard. She's going to hold the line. Nice play by Sam Boyard. She gets rubbed out and knocked to the ice. Harriman's there to help her. Harriman's going to come out with that puck. Here she goes. She fires at the front of the slot. Just out of the reach of Claire Atkinson. There was two CFHA Storm players there. Bar and Hannah. You're not letting that one through. There we go. Broken up nicely there by Avery Cormier. Cormier. Walsh with it. Stolen by Barr. Here comes Barr the other way. Barr aims, shoots. Great save by Eloise Perrault. Barr on the forecheck. Puck comes off the wall. The referee is down on his back. He hit the deck. That clearing attempt was right at his teeth. Broken up the blue line by Boyard. Now Avery Cormier comes out with it. Puck comes out. Cormier's there. Here we go. Now Boyard with it. A bit of scrambly hockey here. No one seems to want the puck on either side. Now Nelson's going to try to get that puck deep. That's broken up again. Atkinson. She sends it rink wide. That's going to be an icing call. Out of the reach of Avery Cormier, who was there. 6:11 to go. 3-3 hockey game.
Actually, sitting down, Brian, is better because you can see the scoreboard.
It's true.
Where we were standing up, we couldn't see the scoreboard. So 3-3. Barn burner here.
It is a barn burner for sure. So your Fury here in a battle. 6 minutes to go. Puck goes from Laundry up the wall to Nelson. Nelson goes wide nicely to Bourgeois. Here goes Bourgeois. One-on-one. Bourgeois in. She aims, fires, shoots.
Oh,
right through the goalie, just wide of the net. Nelson's there to break that up. Gets it back to Bourgeois. Squirts away from her into the corner. Number 18 for Fredericton tries to skate it out. Picked away from Bourgeois. She steps in. She's got a bit of space. She shoots. Saved by Underwood. Puck goes in the corner. Ferran's there. Puck comes up high to Laundry. Laundry now back down low again. Here goes Kate Nelson. Nelson's there. She puts some pressure in. Fredericton player spins back, loses the puck, but it gets over in the corner. Here comes number 18 for Fredericton. That's cut off by Ferran and Bourgeois. Puck does get loose.
Three of them rope, Ryan.
Here we go. 3-on-1 for Fredericton, but they lose control. Nelson's there to break that up at the blue line. Good chips it out. Or attempts to. It's held in there by Eva Dorr.
How was that not offside? I thought that came out, but anyhow.
Puck's down in the corner here for Fredericton. It looked like it came out. Knight's doing battle there. She's got some help from Eve Landry. Eve Landry under pressure from two forecheckers. Gets it to Nelson. Stolen back by Lyons, and that's Kennedy. Fires that rink wide and just misses. Now Bourgeois is looking for an outlet. She goes rink wide to Nelson. Nelson's in 1-on-3. Not a lot of support here. Girls went for a change. Does a nice job. Gets that in the corner. She'll go for a change. Padrona's back over the wall with Bork. Bork on the forecheck of Padrona's. They're applying some pressure, holding that puck in. Walsh is out there now too. Bork, Padrona's, and Walsh doing battle. Puck is in the corner here. The left of the Fredericton net. Bork comes out with it. Bork feeds that puck towards Lara Walsh, but ahead of her reach. And DeMille's going to fire that puck down in the corner. Oof! DeMille gets dumped at the blue line. Only call is offside. Landry goes in. She keeps the puck in the zone. Fredericton's going to send that down the ice, which should be icing.
You're right. 100%.
Notice I didn't call the ice until I heard the whistle. Huh? I'm learning.
Well, plus given our age, having a delayed reaction to everything in life is kind of somewhat expected, Brian, right?
Ain't that the truth? Face-off be to the left of the Fredericton net. Harriman won by Nelson in the corner for Fredericton. Fredericton D spins back. They fire the puck up to their winger. Harriman breaks that up inside. Now Lacasse is going to hold the zone. Squirts away from her, out of the zone. But Fury tag up. They step inside. That's Cormier with it. Here goes Cormier. She works it down in the corner. Van Horn sends it there. Kavanaugh's there. Kavanaugh's got Harriman and Cormier open in front. She's under a lot of pressure, though. Van Horn and Nelson are in there doing battle. Now Cormier comes in to help. Two Fury and two Storm players doing battle on the boards. Puck is moving, so ref won't call it. Barr comes away with it. She's got a head of steam up through center, 2-on-2. Barr comes in. She winds up, fires, blocked by Ryan DeMille. DeMille and Harriman do battle against Barr. Harriman gets that up the wall to Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh's got a bit of time. She's going to take that puck and send it towards the other wing, but broken up by number 16 for Fredericton. Now, Lacasse ties her up. Puck gets to the middle. DeMille's there. DeMille, she goes to Kavanaugh. Here they come, 3-on-2. Kavanaugh's got Harriman, but there she gets it to her. Harriman now into the offensive zone, 1-on-3. She shoots, blocked by Hannah. Van Horn sends that up the wall. Nobody home as the Fury gone for wholesale changes. Here they come on the breakout, but broken up by DeMille nicely. Atkinson with it now. Atkinson's got a little bit of room, so she's going to skate it. Atkinson. That gets in the zone. Just in the zone. Tied up there by Hannah. Knocked down by Hannah. Puck still stays in the zone. Where's the puck? It appears to be under Claire's shin pads. Puck is now into the Fredericton Storm zone. Atkinson shoots, blocked by Hannah. It's into the corner. Hannah's behind the net. It goes off the net, actually. Puck sits there in the net, and that'll do it for a face-off. So, intense action with 2:45 to go here. Alexia Ferrand's going to take the draw. She's got Atkinson, Nelson, and Bourgeois with her, along with Sam Boyard. Shot from the blue line back and just wide. Boyard's there to pick that up on the other side. Bourgeois and Boyard do battle. Here goes Bourgeois with it. She's battling. Shoots it towards the front of the net. Fredericton clears all the way down the ice.
Going to
go right to Perreault, who was under pressure by the forechecking Fredericton forward. What do you think, John?
I like her energy. I think we're playing well. It's going to be a seesaw battle right to the end, I think, here, Brian.
That is true. .226 to go. Padrones ties up the player Nelson from the Storm. There's a scrum there. It gets to Bork. Bork chips it to the wall, but held in there by Richardson and back down low. Alexis picks that puck up behind her net. She's got Walsh on the wall. She gets it to her. Walsh now, she steps off the wall and chips it to the middle to Bork. Bork can really fly. It squirts off of her stick. Comes back to Landry. Landry's looking wide for Walsh. He gets it to her. Here we go. Into the offensive zone. Walsh gets it to the middle to Padrones. Padrones shoots. Oh, great save by Underwood. Nice move. Puck is back in front through two players and does not go in the net. Here comes Fredericton. 3-on-2. That's over to Kimball for the Storm. Kimball steps over the line. She dekes around two players. Gets that wide shot. Gloved easily by Perreault.
No problem for Perreault.
No, she had that one under control.
139 here, Brian. We gotta hold her down here.
We got to dig deep here. The undefeated CFHA Storm or CFHA Storm are not going to roll over and let us win.
Goodness, no.
Harriman wins that draw. Gets it over to the corner to Lacasse. Lacasse falls down. Harriman picks it up. She's behind the net. Sends it around the wall to Madison Kavanaugh on the far side. Kavanaugh's under pressure right away there from Taylor. Taylor in a battle with Kavanaugh. That goes down low again. And DeMille's going to grab that for the Fury. Fury battling for that puck. Under some pressure again from Taylor, who gets it out front. Broken up by Lacasse. Now here comes Harriman with it. She's going to get it out. That goes out to Dorr for Fredericton, who tries to go D-to-D out of the reach of her partner, and Cormier's there to break that up. Now gets it to Harriman. Oh. Almost. DeMille now.
So close.
DeMille gets that over towards Kavanaugh. Into the Fredericton zone. Eva Dorr is back there for Fredericton. Bagnall spins away from her player. Spins away again. Now Harriman's there to take that puck from her. Harriman sends that puck back towards Cormier. Cormier goes back to Harriman, who goes back to Cormier. They step out front with it.
Oh.
And the Fredericton goalie cuts that one off.
Both goalies are playing well, Brian.
Yep. Well, this is a battle. A little hard in the blood pressure. Good for your business, though. High blood pressure, isn't it? You make a bit of money off of that?
Hopefully.
Review Guardian Pharmacy.
Still waiting for my first transfer in from all the sponsorship, Brian.
Boyard sends that down in the corner. Nelson is there to do battle. She is in a size mismatch against Van Horn, to say the least. And Fredericton gets the puck out. Goes to Atkinson. Atkinson goes D-to-D to Boyard. Boyard works it up to Bourgeois. Broken up nicely there by the Fredericton defender, number 7, Hamilton. Barr with it. Oh no. Nice stick check by Claire Atkinson to keep Barr from shooting. That would not have been good for us. Barr gets it back in the corner again. It's like she's got the puck in a string here today. She
Uh-oh,
steps out front, aims, shoots, scores.
Yeah, can't let her do that.
No, you cannot let Kaylee Barr have time and space.
We got caught watching there.
Yeah, that's
That is a heartbreaker right there. That's a dagger.
Yeah, she took the puck.
9.8 seconds left here.
Took the puck from the corner, or from the hash mark on the far side, all the way in the corner, all the way around the net, and had all kinds of time and space. And good players will make you pay when you leave them with lots of time and space.
Yeah.
Puck goes back to Atkinson now, only 8 seconds to go. 4-3 for the bad guys. Atkinson's going to try to kill the clock. She goes to Boyard. Boyard chips it up the wall. And that'll do it, ladies and gentlemen, for the first 2 periods.
And we have a flood. Yes, we do, Brian. We'll take a commercial break. Timeout break here brought to you by Pump House Breweries, Orange Lane. And the second location, the fill station. What is the street? I just know to go there.
It's 131 Mill Road.
Mill Road, okay. See you in a bit. All right, Brian. Well, my words have come back to haunt me in the sense that I was hoping to come back 3-3 here after the second period, and that goal with 9.8 seconds left kind of did us a misservice, I think.
Yeah, not to be trivial or not to be cliche, but if they had offered us before the game started, say, all right, it's going to be a 4-3 game after 2 against the number 1 team in the league who hasn't lost yet, we would have taken our chances on that.
Oh, yeah.
Padrones wins the draw to
we got a
start the
quick
third.
one here, Brian.
Laundry goes rink wide. That's broken up by the Frederick player Kimball, who steps in. She's got the puck. She shoots, blocked in front there by Sophie Knight. Knight works it up the wall. Ed Bork's going to give chase. Bork's in there against number 12 from the CFHA Storm. Padrones gives battle. Puck squirts out to Williams. Broken up by Landry, but it gets wide to Kimball. That puck, we thought that was offside, but I guess not. Kimball now shoots it in offside. Landry comes up with it. She has a little bit of room. She's going to spin back up the wall to Walsh. Here comes Lara Walsh. Walsh attempts to work that to the middle. It's broken up by the back checker. Here comes Walsh with it, though. Into the Storm zone. They go D to D, and they're going to skate the puck back out. That's number 12, Richardson, for Fredericton. Puck's down low into the Fury zone. Bork is there to give chase. Shot by Richardson wide of the net. That gets all the way to the other side. Lara Walsh was there for the Fury. She sends it to the middle. Right back to Richardson for Fredericton. It goes D to D over there to Hannay. We'll get the puck over to Kaylee Barr with it now. Barr goes rink wide to Williams. Williams steps over center ice. She fires that puck over towards Kimball, but it's broken up nicely there by Avery Cormier, who came off the bench. Now Ev Landry's got ahead of steam. She skates up the ice. She's into the zone. She has time and space. Shoots!
Oh,
offside.
That was a tough ball.
That was close.
I believe that's lineman Price. I'll have to give him a hard time after the game. No, that's John.
I would have hoped you had a little more influence here in Riverview, John, to kind of get these officials.
No, it's just like at home. Influence everywhere is little to none, Brian. That's actually a Chathamer. That's John Nason from Chatham, New Brunswick.
No way. There we go.
Yeah.
I went to school with John.
Did you really?
Uh-huh. Kavanaugh's in the forecheck. She's going to win that race. Steps to the front of the net, and it squirts off her stick right into the crease. Fredericton goalie Underwood's going to cover that. So you have Harriman, Avery Cormier, and Madison Kavanaugh up here for the Fury. Cormier's looked great today in her first game of the season with the U13AAA team. Draw one into the corner. Kavanaugh gives battle. Puck gets away from her, and here comes the CFHA Storm. They work it up the wall right into the tape of number 16, the left winger. Harriman on the back check rubs her out and breaks up that play. Now Lacasse comes out with it. Lacasse goes D to D to DeMille. DeMille sends that up the wall to Kavanaugh, poked away by Kaylee Barr. Puck gets to DeMille again at center. She sends it there to the middle. That bounces off a crowd, and Fredericton comes the other way. Lacasse now. She's going to go out there against number 16.
Oh.
She works it in front to Nelson. Tipped in front. Saved.
Big save by Perreault.
Now Barr with it. Barr steps around a couple of players. We cannot let her continue to skate.
Another big save, Perreault.
Huge save there by Perreault and a great shot by Kaylee Barr. We really got to stop watching her skate with the puck.
She kicked the leg out there like me with leg cramps in the middle of the night, Brian.
Barr is back with it again. Kaylee Barr with it. She fires the puck up the ice, out of everyone's reach. That'll be icing. No, Kaylee Barr is a bit like Otani. If you leave her alone, she'll beat you. If you can shut her down and force the rest of the team to try and beat us, we might have a better chance.
Yeah, no, she's a very strong, dominant player for within the league. And certainly on the team, she drives the offense here for the Fredericton team.
Alexa Ferrand wins that face-off back to Claire Atkinson on the blue line. Atkinson sends that down in the corner. Bourgeois there in the forecheck. Bourgeois now. She has the puck. She's trying to get away from that defender from Fredericton. 2 Fury players and 3 Fredericton players in there. Puck squirts over to Van Horn. Van Horn takes that puck, works it up the wall out of the reach of the winger. Here's Atkinson. Atkinson fires, shoots, rebound. It's there.
There it is.
Nelson fires it back in front. Back in front again.
I can
Nelson
only will it in, Brian.
2 or 3 whacks at it by Kate Nelson, trying to get that out to Elise Bourgeois, and the Fredericton goalie covers up.
Oh, good work there, girls.
That was good work. Really nice hard shot by Claire Atkinson.
Yeah, it was lovely. She walked the blue line there, let one go.
Atkinson and Boyard on D for the Fury this shift. One again by Ferrand off the draw. She works it to Nelson. Nelson went to Atkinson, back down low to Bourgeois in the corner. Bourgeois with it now. She's under pressure from Van Horn, works it out to Nelson. Nelson sends it up to Atkinson. Atkinson sends it back down low. Bounces off the skates of Nelson to a Fredericton player. Boyard does a nice job there of breaking that up as Gill is going to be away to the races on a breakaway. Atkinson recovers for the Fury. She's behind her own net. Chasing the puck. Puck squirts out to Alexa Ferrand. Here we go. Alexa Ferrand with a head of steam. She tries to get wide on Van Horn. Van Horn, good stick. Pokes it away, then recovers it. Makes a nice breakout pass to the winger, Gill. Here comes Gill for Fredericton. She's under pressure from Lara Walsh. Gill gets it across the middle over there to Kennedy, I believe that is. Shot into the corner. No. Van Horn now. Van Horn's going to fire.
Ooh, that was a good block
by Ed Landry. Landry gets it to Padronas. Padronas out there with Walsh. She gets dumped by Barr on the way by. No call. Walsh. Bork. Landry steps up hard to shut that down at the blue line. Puck gets out to Sophie Knight. Knight now up the wall, back to Van Horn. Van Horn under pressure from Padronas. She spins. Oh! Almost offside there. Kimball's up with it for the Storm. She's on the way. She comes into the offensive zone. She gets wide on Knight. Knight, good stick to keep her the outside. Kimball throws it in front. Rebound and picked up by Lara Walsh. Walsh attempts to send it wide. Broken up by Barr. Goes back to Kate Hannay now. Hannay tries to go D to D. Just out of the reach of the forechecking of Bork. Now, here goes Padronas. Padronas grabs that puck. Back to Landry. Landry to Knight. Knight looking for Bork wide. Goes off a couple skates into the Fredericton zone, and Bork's in on the forecheck. That's Hannay with the puck for Fredericton. She spins back the other way. Puck comes up the wall. Kimball now for Fredericton. Attempts to step out. Broken up there nicely by Knight. Knight gets it in front to Ed Bork. Bork chips it in front to Walsh, just out of her reach. Hannay throws it up the wall for Fredericton. Puck is held in there. No, just gets out. Here comes Lenny Kimball. 2-on-1. She's got Williams with her. Laundry's had enough of that. She steps up nicely and breaks up that play. She comes up with the puck. Now she's going to go for a skate. Here comes Ed Landry over center. She gets it through the legs of Hannay. Hannay plays the body, and that is going to be a call.
Good work there by Landry to draw that penalty with the head of steam coming up the ice. So your Fury will go on a power play. Shout out to our favorite McLaughlin on the Fury team roster, Chloe. Hope you're having safe travels home here today. I'll be looking forward to having you back.
Yeah, the referee looked a little dazed and confused after he had to hit the deck to avoid that wrist shot to the face earlier, and looks like he just came out of the fog to make that call now. 9:59 to go, third period.
The dreaded power play, Brian.
Yeah, Harriman, Kavanaugh, and Cormier on the power play. Barr wins the face-off against Harriman. Kavanaugh comes out, shoots. Tries to go short side. Underwood shuts that down.
Ooh, got away with one
Fury
there.
got away with one there. Now Kavanaugh steps in front again. Rebound is there. Harriman's got the puck now. She's going to go back to DeMille. DeMille has that puck. She shoots from the blue line.
Oh, nice job there. Tip there. Who was that? Cormier.
Cormier with a little tip, almost in the net. And now we're going to have the Ferrand line come out, I believe. Minute 39 to go in the Fury power play. Boyard and Atkinson on the blue line here with Ferrand, Bork, and Nelson. Puck goes in the corner for number 7. That's Hamilton. Hamilton tries to clear. No luck there. Bourgeois is going to go in on the forecheck. Now Richardson trying to clear it. She gets to the line. That's held in by Boyard. Boyard sends it back down the wall. Time is not running here. No one seems to be noticing that. Oh, there we go. Now they started it.
No, they didn't.
No, they didn't. So, time sit.
No, we're on the power play. Actually, no. Yeah, turn the clock on. Turn the clock on.
Yeah, the time is standing still here, literally in Riverview at this moment. And now they turn it on. I see the Fury picked up a solid 15 seconds of extra power play time there.
Wasn't it Cher said if I could turn back time?
Ooh.
Oh, we're going to go.
Alexa Ferrand finished her check hard against Kaylee Barr, and she's going to sit for 2 or less. Yeah, we're not sure whether the power play has been a pro or a con at this point in the season, but we are going to be 4-on-4 here now for the next minute 19. Lara Walsh and Alexa Padrones will come out here to kickstart this 4-on-4 session. Landry and Knight on the blue line. Puck gets out to the blue line, held in by the Fredericton D. Shot from the point, just wide of the net. Nelson's in there for the Storm. She comes out with it. She works it to the blue line. Bagnall sends it back in the corner. Landry picks that up. Here goes Landry with it. She steps around the net. Landry's up the wall towards the blue line, held in there. Back down into the Fury zone. Now Knight is going to grab that puck. No, it squirts away from her. Fredericton D has the puck. They shoot. Tipped in front. Rebound is there. Lara Walsh breaks that up before Kennedy can get her hands on it. Puck goes all the way down the ice. That'll be icing against your Fury with minute and 25 to go and the Fury penalty and 44 seconds to go. 44 seconds to go here in the penalty to the Storm. Harriman and Bork now come out with some fresh troops. Face off to the left of Perot, who's having a bang-up game for us. Harriman against Barr. Harriman wins the draw. She gets it in the corner to Knight. Knight sends it up the wall, picked off by Barr, back down in the corner. Bork now. Puck in the corner. Laundrie's going to give chase. She's going to get it to the blue line and not out. Bork rubbed into the wall by Barr. Harriman against Williams now behind the net. Puck's in the corner, in the legs. Here comes it. Knight picks it up from Harriman's skates. She's under some pressure. She gets dumped by Williams. Landry's behind the net. She used that net as a decoy and she steps out of the zone, but picked off by Kaylee Barr. Back down low for Knight now behind the Fury net. Here goes Knight. She kicks it out front. Picked off by Barr. Barr's going to work that back to the blue line. Borks gives some chase. The rebound is there.
Power play
cleared
started.
By Knight. We are now
well
short.
Well done there.
Fury going to change. 31 seconds to go in the penalty to Alexa Ferrand. Fredericton looks to break out. They fire it wide. That's out of the reach of everybody and will be icing.
Vanilla.
Ice, ice, baby.
Dun, 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 dun. Now, Brian, the famous beat from Ice, Ice, Baby was stolen from a band from the 70s and 80s. Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
Under Pressure by Queen.
Oh, yeah. Great song.
Great song.
Kavanaugh on the face-off. Won by the Storm.
And I would say our Fury are under pressure right now, Brian.
We sure are. Kennedy comes up with her for Fredericton. She's back behind her own net. 10 seconds to go in the penalty kill. Now Hannay attempts to skate it out of the zone. She's under pressure from Kavanaugh, but comes back up with it at center ice. Here comes Hannay. She gets wide on Lacasse. Shoots. Wide. Puck bounce out in front. Oh, my goodness. Nice job by DeMille to clear that away. The puck went right off the end wall. Back through the crease and almost in the net. DeMille now. She's going to chip it out. Penalty is over. We are at even strength. DeMille chips it. There's 4 Fredericton players there fighting for the puck. Fury going to send that down the ice.
Had enough, Brian. We're just going to reset the deck here.
Yeah, let's reset. Let's get the lines back together. Reset here for the face-off.
Nothing wrong with that play at this level, especially where you don't get penalized with an icing call. You're allowed to change your players.
I'll take a face-off from their zone over a puck in their net anytime. Here comes Barr again. We've seen a lot of her today.
Yeah.
Here comes Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh wins the face-off. Out to center, bounces away from Nelson. Recovered there by the D from Fredericton. They work it up the wall. Here comes Barr with it in the offensive zone. She's flying. She shoots off the crossbar in a hard snapshot. Dodged the bullet there, didn't we?
Sure did.
Richardson battling with Atkinson on the wall. Gill's there, but Bourgeois comes out with it. Bourgeois is under pressure from Barr. Barr steals it. She's back at it again. Barr's around Boyard. She's on the outside. She feeds it in front. Broken up there by Alexa Ferrand. Now at least Bourgeois is going to come the other way. Here comes Bourgeois. She's got speed. She gets the outside. She aims, shoots.
Oh, the goalie came off her post there too, Brian.
That was close. Yeah. That was a nice save. Well,
a little Doug and the Slugs here, day by day. Great tune from the 80s.
Music historian John Walsh.
Bad day, bad day, bad
Padrones,
day.
Bork, and Walsh up front now for the Fury. Padrones wins that puck. Walsh is there to help. She comes out with it, feeds it to Laundrie. Laundrie goes D to D. Nice play. Here comes Sophie Knight. Shoots, tipped in front. Ooh, nice play there by Walsh and Knight. Walsh now sends it back up the wall to Knight. Knight's going to fire that again. Shot nice and low. Off the post. Puck's down low there. Walsh clears it back towards the blue line. Knight holds it in, gets it down in the corner. Van Horn comes up with it. Picked off there by Padrones. Padrones shoots. Scores! Tie ball game. 5:57 to go.
Day by day, Brian. Shift by shift.
There's an episode
shot by shot.
There's an episode of Ted Lasso where he's talking to his son who's under pressure because he's left all his homework to the last minute.
I can relate to that.
And he says, I've got so much work to do, Dad, and it was a project on birds. He said, how am I going to do that? And the dad says, well, bird by bird, son, bird by bird. So one goal at a time here, John, one shift at a time. That's all we got to do here. Lara Walsh, she's got the puck at center ice. She's got a bit of time and space under a lot of pressure from 2 back checkers. Fredericton clears out to center, picked up by Laundrie. Laundrie now. She goes over to Knight, D to D. Knight, nice play there by Knight. She finds Padrones. Padrones shoots off the post. Walsh with the rebound. Walsh feeds it back to Laundrie. Laundrie shoots. Tipped in front.
Oh,
wow.
my goodness.
Nice tip, nice save. Knight holds it in nicely. She gets it in front to Bork. There's a battle in front. Puck squirts high to the blue line. Knight attempts to hold it in, squirts just out.
The thing came out.
We are offside. Fury tag up. Here comes Van Horn for the Storm. 5:15 to go. Puck goes up the wall. Bork comes out with it. Bork fires it towards the front of the Storm net. Picked off there by Kennedy Williams, I think that was. Or Leah Kennedy, I mean to say. And Lenny Kimball attempts to get out. She's knocked to the ice. No call. Knight looks for Bork. Just behind her. Now Raina Hamilton's going to fire it to neutral ice. Hamilton comes out with it again. Madison Cavanaugh came off that bench like she was a shot out of a cannon. She comes back with it now. There goes Cavanaugh. She chips it off the wall. Good stick work by Van Horn as Cavanaugh was attempting to get away on the breakaway. They go rink wide now. Harriman's there on the forecheck. Harriman's upended by number 10, Williams. Puck gets to Cormier. Cavanaugh's there. Cavanaugh breaks that play up as Nelson's trying to get away. Nice job by Madison Cavanaugh. It's up the ice. It goes to Cavanaugh. Harriman on the forecheck knocks that back towards the Storm zone. They're going to retreat. Bagnall with it now. She fires it up the wall. Out of the reach of her player goes to Landry. Landry goes D to D. That gets over to DeMille. DeMille.
I love that D to D play.
It really opens it up. It's really, really good. Now Barr comes up with it. Harriman's going to put a bit of pressure on her. Barr spins away from Harriman right into Cavanaugh and spins away from Cavanaugh. 3-on-2 the other way. Kaylee Barr. Great stick there by DeMille. Storm get onside. 16, Taylor shoots. Glove saved by Perreault. 3:53. Third period.
Even game, Brian, just like the scores indicating. Pretty even game today.
Great to see our girls can skate with this team and with them. And we've seen that, the team from Pownell that beat us in the shootout last weekend, they're in first place in PEI, haven't lost this year either. So I think we're right there. We're knocking on the door. Here we go. Fury, get it out of the zone. That's Lacasse. He's got Bourgeois with her. And Nelson. Puck squared away from her. Fury stay onside. Gets back to DeMille now. DeMille turns. She's going to fire that D to D. No, she goes wide to Bourgeois. Nice pass. Bourgeois attempts to get by Barr. Barr pokes that away from her. Goes back to Bagnall. Bagnall comes up the wall at center ice. She steps around Lacasse. Gets it to Gill. Nice back check there by Alexa Ferrand. There we go. Gill ties up Nelson. Upends her. And a little extra shot for good measure. Referee seems to have swallowed his whistle.
And let them play a bit.
Here comes Alexa Ferrand. She chips it out of the zone. Leah Kennedy's there to pick it up. Ferrand gives her the business and comes out with the puck. Down in the corner, Bourgeois on the forecheck. Bourgeois right there. She puts the pressure on against Hannay. Gave her a little two-hand chop. Hannay's shaking her hand. Here comes Lyons for the Storm. She gets it to center. She's stopped up there by Claire Atkinson. Padrones is there. Padrones gets it outside. She spins it towards the front of the net to Bourgeois.
Yes!
Nice play by Padrones.
Whoa, nice goal.
The old Penguins announcer, Mike Lang, would say, Michael motorcycle. The Penguins score.
The same guy that said he beat him like a rented mule.
Yeah.
With Lemieux.
His other big one was Penguins score. Buy Sam a drink and get his dog one too. Padrones, great play out front to Bourgeois, made no mistake. Walsh now with it. She chips it back into the Fredericton zone. Hannay goes rink wide over to Williams. That's broken up by Knight. Knight gets it down low in the zone. Bork's there in the forecheck. Bork in on Richardson. Richardson comes up with it. Puck works its way up the wall. Kimball's there for the Storm. She's stopped by Lara Walsh. Padrones comes in on the pressure. Walsh. She plays the body and she's going to have a trip to the sin bin. 2:21 to go.
Tough time to take a penalty, but there was a little back and forth there between those two on the boards.
And we have always said the penalty kill is our best asset compared to the power play.
You know what? We have a one-goal lead. We can just fire the puck down the ice for the next 2 minutes.
Yeah. Hopefully Kimball's okay. So, face-off comes all the way back into the Fury zone. Padrones will be out there with Ev Bork. Here comes Lacasse.
Keep an eye on the goalie keeper here too.
Yep, be prime time.
6-4 here in a moment.
Shot from the blue line, blocked in front, all the way down the ice by Ev Landry. Padrones is going to go. Here we go. Padrones comes out with it again. She steps towards the front. Towards Ev Bork. Bork's in a battle with it. That's broken up there by number 2 from Fredericton. And now Kate Hannay comes up ice with it. Hannay gains the line, fires it towards the front of the net. Landry is there. She shoots that out. That's offside. Barr can't touch it. There we go. Barr now back in. Poked away by Landry. Landry again with it. Landry this time will get it all the way down the ice.
Minute and 46 here, Brian, in the game.
Minute and 46 to go. Harriman and Kavanaugh come out for the kill now. Puck goes towards the middle. Oh, Nelson steps away with that. Broken up by Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh's gone. She puts it towards Harriman.
Get that deep, girls. Get that deep.
Puck's got to go deep. Here comes the Storm. Williams over the line. She's in on Landry. She fires it towards the middle. That's picked off by Harriman. Harriman
all the way down.
All the way down the
done.
ice. 1 minute to go here in the kill. Minute and 20 in the game. Kavanaugh's in the forecheck. That's broken up by Harriman in the middle, but squirts to number 10 for Fredericton, who shoots it down the ice out of the reach of Barr. Atkinson's in on Barr. Atkinson gets there first. That gets out of the zone. Here comes Hannay. She has to hold up while they get onside. She comes up the wall now to number 10, Williams. Williams gains the offensive zone. She fires and shoots off a shin pad over to the wall. Here we go. The pressure is on. Harriman's in there. Atkinson's with her. Cormier's there. Boyard's back with it now. Boyard has a great shot. She fires it up the wall to Hannay at the blue line. Squirts away from her a little bit. She shoots hard. Perreault is there. Taylor gives Perreault a little shot. Barr and Boyard engage. 43.7 seconds to go.
No keeper in the Fredericton net, Brian.
22 seconds on the penalty kill. And there is going to be an empty net here for the
timeout, I believe, as well by Fredericton.
Yeah, Coach Laura Barr is going to try and rally her troops. And Coach Nelson is going to have a chance to rethink our strategy here with 43 seconds to go.
You're shorthanded and there's no goalie. Get the puck down the ice.
Yep, keep everything to the outside and get the puck down the ice. Make sure.
Find a lane and make it like a laser beam.
I listened to a junior coach on a podcast the other day, and he was saying he had a team rule on penalty killing at the major junior level where he would not allow his players to use their backhand to attempt to clear a puck on the penalty kill. He said, I have instructed my players, freeze it against the wall before you attempt to clear on the backhand, because most times you end up feeding their blue line to rip a shot.
Just a pass to the blue line.
Padrones, Ferrand.
22 seconds in the penalty to Walsh. 43.7 in the game here, Brian. 5-4 good guys, good girls, sure, you could say.
Yeah, so.
Padrones, she's already lined up. She's ready to go on that face-off.
Storm send out Hannay, Gill, Barr, Leah Kennedy, Williams, and Raina Hamilton, another good Miramichi family. The Hamiltons, this is Ryan Hamilton's daughter, Ryan and Crystal's daughter. Face-off won by Alexis Padrones. Goes to, there we go. Alexis.
Yes.
Alexa Ferrand.
Yes. Yes. Oh, my goodness. Oh, we're too deep, though. We don't want to have too deep here.
We are too deep. 30 seconds to go. 8 seconds in the penalty kill. Here comes the CFHA Storm. They go rink wide to Barr. Landry's there. Landry puts a stick on her. Hits her. Nice play. Oh, Barr. A little elbow to the head, and she's going to go to the sin bin. Did not appreciate being knocked over by Eve Landry. She's pleading her case. And the referee's having none of that. That's a head contact penalty. That might be 4. Linesman takes the stick away from Barr, who is
he is
not
very,
a happy
being
camper.
Very pleasant about it either.
She is not happy. Eve Landry played her beautifully and played her hard there. And
this will bring the face-off all the way down, Brian.
This will bring it all the way down.
4-minute head contact. This is the most crucial part. It's all the way down. And I'm not sure if our coaches are aware we're back to 5-on-5. We only have 4 Fury on the ice.
We should be.
And Fredericton's not aware that they're short-handed. So
we need another player. We need another player, don't we?
Another player. We're not short-handed. We're not
short
short-handed.
We're short a player. Here comes Lara Walsh.
12 seconds, Brian. 12 seconds.
Puck
down. In. Don't fight over it.
Elise Bourgeois gets it here. 5 seconds to go. Bourgeois. Down the ice, 2 seconds. That'll do it. Your Sifa Fury with a big upset win here against the CFHA Storm. 5-4.
Wowzers.
What a game.
Great game. Good job there, Fury girls.
Big effort there.
Furious end there, Brian.
It was a furious end to a great hockey game. You know, that was a whole lot of fun. So
Thank you so much.
have a great weekend, everyone. We look forward to talking to you guys next week.